Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for, let me start this, the week of October 24th. We're just going to jump right in here, Pisces, as always. And we are going to look at your just general energies in this first position here. I'm laughing because, I always start with Pisces. That's the secret. And I kind of knew the Tower would come out. I'm also getting the Chariot popping into my head as well. So we're going to have to look into that. But you have the Tower. Like I said in the mid-monthly readings, I have a feeling that everyone's going to get the Tower, so it doesn't really surprise me. We're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in this next row here. Next, we're going to see what is coming towards you, if there's anything new that's coming into your life. And sorry, I wanted to pull a second card here as well, so we're going to do that. So this will be what is coming towards you. And then in your last row, we're going to see if there's any messages from your future self. We're also going to pull 5 main themes at the end of the reading, so that will be that there, Pisces. But Pisces, let's see here. You start off with this affair card and this power card. This affair card, it can represent like an affair, like in a relationship, so that's definitely possible for some of you. And you do have the Tower, this power card, so there could have been some sort of affair, but again, in this deck, the affair card is actually meant to represent kind of like a positive affair, like a positive love situation, not like an affair, like we think. And again, other than the Tower, this reading's really positive. You really don't have anything that would, represent anything like crazy happening here that I can see. I mean, so, again, this could be like a positive love situation going on in your life. I feel like you're gaining power as well in life. You end with this, this V for victory card right here. So there could be some sort of victory coming in for you. You have the Tower, the Fool, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is a very rapid new beginning here, Pisces. I feel like you experienced like a Tower moment, some sort of shocking surprise. This could have happened in the recent past. The Fool really tells me that you've gotten back up on your horse very, very quickly. And, I feel like there's a lot of, attention coming in for you. It's kind of funny because, again, you don't have it here, but I keep having the Chariot pop into my head. The Chariot is moving away from a city. It's like when you think about it, if you were in a city, it would be hard to stand out, right? And kind of the message that I'm, channeling here from the Chariot, even though you don't have it here, is that, I feel like you're moving somewhere where you can get more attention. And I don't mean that literally. You might not literally be moving like the Chariot, but I do feel like you're kind of making a change, or it's almost like it's like you're creating your own city, Pisces. That's the vibes that this is giving me. I kind of feel like this is something that you're going to be working on for a very, very long time. You always get the Ten of Pentacles, for example. You don't have it here, of course, because I'm trying to make a point, but what I would say is that I kind of feel like you're kind of realizing that maybe you're in what they call a red ocean, where there's too much competition. And I feel like you're kind of creating your own, I don't even know what to say, based off the feeling that I'm getting here. It's like you're creating your own things, your own standards to be compared to, so that there is no comparison. I hope that makes sense, in business, it's you could be coming up with your own way of doing things. And, I think that you're setting the standard that people will be compared to in the future. I don't know. It feels pretty deep. Again, that's a crazy message. I don't even know how to verbalize that. Can't even get it out. So there you go. And I feel like it could be because of this Tower moment that you had recently. You have the Fool. I get this energy of getting back up on the horse pretty quickly. So again, if you had a Tower moment or some sort of challenge or difficulty, I feel you're kind of getting back out there in general in the world. And, I don't feel overly excited about this Fool. I feel, but not in a bad way. I just feel it's just pretty average at best. I feel it's just you kind of getting out into the world, doing your day-to-day activities. And, maybe that's a good thing for you. Maybe you haven't been able to do that. So I kind of get the feeling that you've been more, withdrawn. Maybe you just haven't been doing as much as you normally would. And you have the Queen of Cups. I'm trying to see. I just want to look around here real quick. You do have the Knight of Cups as well. Again, you have a lot of Cups energy for whatever reason. And you also have this Chalice card, which is basically the Ace of Cups coming up. And recently I've noticed that in just pretty much all the readings that the Cups cards come up quite a bit. And I think that the universe is trying to get people to be more heart-based, meaning your heart is telling you to do one thing, but maybe your brain is telling you to do another. And basically, I think the universe is trying to say, like, go towards your heart, not your brain. With the Tower, could have been a breakup or a separation for sure. With the Two of Cups here, could have been because of an affair. It doesn't have to be, though, Pisces. It could be anything. This is like some sort of separation. The interesting thing is that the Two of Cups to me is like you and your higher self. And so I feel like some of you maybe have felt disconnected or, and again, doesn't, this could be outside of love, is what I'm saying here. It's like maybe you've just been feeling disconnected from your higher self, or maybe you can't explain it either. Maybe you can't really explain how you feel. And that's kind of like popping into my head here. But I feel like this is healing. You know what I mean? It's like you're moving away from that feeling. So if you've been feeling disconnected, it's almost as if this reading is saying you're plugging back in, which is great. With the Fool, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Doesn't really surprise me. Again, I kind of feel like you're getting back out there. Knight of Pentacles is no movement. It's being too cautious, not making moves forward. But I feel like this is changing because of that Fool card. So I feel like you're willing to move forward now. Again, if you learned, if you did go through a breakup or a separation, I mean, look at this. I feel like you learned something about equal give and take, going this direction down to you, showing up in a stronger position instead of just showing up as the Queen of Cups in the reading. You're showing up as the High Priestess. Could be a Scorpio, by the way, coming in for you, or Leo in the future. We're going to look at that in a minute. But, what I would say here is like, some of you could have been dealing with someone who just wasn't was basically the Page of Swords, an immature energy who didn't give equally. And now you're moving. I think you kind of have a choice here, Pisces. Look, you have the Knight in Shining Armor coming up. And, that's for those of you who want love. With the Queen of Cups, you have, I'm throwing cards as usual. You have the Nine of Wands. I feel like you need to open back up. You could be in a protective mode, which again, I mean, take your time, heal, do all the things that you need to do, of course, right? But, I also feel this Nine of Wands is saying it's kind of like time to try again. It might not be love either. Like I said, this could be, anything that you want to try again. And again, I can't get away from this message that for a lot of you, it's almost like the things that you're doing now are the things that people will be judged against in the future. I don't know, it's such a weird message. I don't think I've ever had a message like that in a reading, and I don't even know what it's talking about. I really feel that the message is talking about business partially. Like if you have a business, it's like you could be doing things in such a different way. You could be shaking things up with the Tower. And in the future, I feel like you are going to be like the gold standard. And it's like maybe everyone is going to be trying to copy you. I feel like I said this to you in the recent past as well, that you might think that people are copying you. Personally, I love when people copy me because, as they say, rising tides raise all ships, right? So to me, it's a good thing to have people who are, copying you or mimicking your success, because it just helps you up your game. It's like if people didn't do that to me, I would be like so freaking bored. I would have nothing to, try to compete against, right? So, and I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because, again, for the people who put in the work, there will be other people that you're raising up here. So it's not like a copying thing because, like I said, I feel like you're helping to raise people up here. So it's not like a, it's not like a cocky thing. It's not like a, I'm better than you thing. It's like a, hey, how can I raise everyone up? And I feel like you're discovering things that like raise people up, which is great. That's what we're here to do. You have the Caduceus here. It says you will receive news from afar. And you also have this chalice. It says rejuvenation and fulfillment. I would be doing anything you can to, like anything that you think is enjoyable for you. You have the Five of Wands. And, sometimes to me, the Five of Wands can be a card of hobbies or doing things that you enjoy doing. And I definitely feel that here. So as I was saying, I feel that for some of you, you need to do some like hobbies or, some things that you enjoy. You have the Five of Wands here. And again, Five of Wands to me is like a clue card sometimes that can represent hobbies. This is the area of the unexpected though. So I do feel like there could be unexpected communication in love. I feel like someone can't be patient any longer. So I feel like someone has their eye on you, Pisces. And, it could be unexpected. We see this kind of like right here. You have the Page of Swords, the Justice card, could be a Libra, and the Five of Wands. But going this direction, it's like the Page of Swords has this spyglass right here, looking at the Strength card. I feel like it's a person who's trying to be patient, but I also feel like they can't. So I feel like they are kind of rushing in with this Knight of Cups energy. It could be a Libra, but I would say it's probably someone who's closer to the Scorpio side of things. But I really do feel Scorpio and Leo energy. So if there is like unexpected love coming in for you, I feel that it's either Scorpio or Leo. Let's just put it that way, right? So you have the Page of Swords here. Again, I feel this could be communication as well, but I feel like what's unexpected is, again, that someone has their eye on you. I kind of feel like you have the choice between two. To me, I would say that the choice is pretty obvious with the Justice card, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. But if you are attracting love, I would say that your choice should be this right here, the Justice card, meaning you put energy in, and do you get energy out? I've been saying it all year that this is like the answer to love in 2022, and I mean really for longer. It's like, are you being matched, the energy that you put into something? And if the answer is yes, and obviously keep going. If not, then don't. I would also say that, I feel like you're going to have more time for fulfillment with that Chalice card. Again, it says rejuvenation and fulfillment. So the Justice card, like, I feel it's kind of stupid, but I think what this is saying is that what could be surprising you is that taking time to fulfill yourself, do the things that you enjoy doing, right? I feel that the benefits that you get from that type of fulfillment are maybe a little bit unexpected or a little bit surprising. I do also feel that it could be unexpected that you have people competing over you. Again, you have the Strength card and the this Death card. I really am seeing it as like two people for whatever reason. And again, there could be some competition here. Doesn't have to be a bad thing, could be a good thing as well. Let's see. I definitely feel there's, even if you don't want love, I feel with that Caduceus, that's a staff of Hermes, and it represents communication. So there's some sort of communication coming in for you. With the Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, again, being very attractive at this time. This is my card of being attractive. It's my card of seduction as well. So I feel like someone finds you very attractive, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. I just feel this is you. So I feel like someone finds you like uniquely attractive as well. She has this black cat here, and it kind of represents the fact that in the times of tarot, black cats were considered unlucky, and now the whole point is she doesn't care what anyone thinks. So she's kind of unique. She marches to the beat of her own drummer, and so people could see you like that. With the Justice card, you have the Three of Wands. Card of expansion. I kind of feel it's kind of weird because I feel like this is like a lesson you've learned, that that you need to stand out in some way. Remember what we were saying about the chariot? Even though you don't have the chariot here, it doesn't matter. I read intuitively, and I was definitely getting that message at the beginning that some of you, it's like you're meant to expand. I feel like you're meant to glow. I feel like you're meant to get a lot of attention in this lifetime. And again, we're not talking about like in a show-off kind of way here. We're talking in just doing the best that you can kind of way, right? With the Five of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. There you go. Pre-Empress energy, for sure. Being very good at what you do. Definitely an increase in your finances, for sure. You have this Coins card coming up next, and I feel that there's just a lot of luck in the work that you do, Pisces, especially if you're doing your own thing. Again, if there were, out of all the signs, I want to encourage you the most to try new things, to try to do your job or your business or your career in a different way, or, to look for unconventional ways of doing things, because like I said, that's where the success is going to be for you with that Nine of Pentacles energy. But kind of feel like someone finds you very attractive here. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this moon. It says cycles and changes, and you also have luck and money, this Coins card. So I feel like what's coming towards you is luck and money and a change in your finances as well. Again, I also see the Strength card and the Death card as two people that are coming towards you. So I feel for a lot of you, this could be, people that are coming in for you. You have the Strength card, the Death card, and the High Priestess. I also feel like you could be receiving these rewards because you've been patient with the Strength card. The Strength card is about working towards something. Normally the Strength card is the lady with the lion, and the lion is submitting to her. It kind of represents something that she has to work on every single day. She has to work to get to that lion, which is like her inner beast, her inner voice, her inner critic, whatever you want to call it. And she has to work every single day to get it to submit to her. This to me is saying that you've done the work and you're being rewarded here. So I feel like you're being rewarded after kind of like some sort of tower moment in your life. You have that Moon card, which says change. You have the Death card, definitely a major change coming in for you. Again, I'm kind of leaning towards the Scorpio, but again, take it how it resonates. I feel for some of you that there's clearly a Scorpio that finds you very attractive, going to the Queen of Wands here, Scorpio, this way, so to the Knight of Cups. So, like I said, this person could find you very attractive. Could be around the Halloween time frame as well. There's pumpkins in the back of this Death card, so, I don't know, could be now that you meet this person. Wouldn't really surprise me, Pisces. Of course, this person isn't just going to magically appear in your life. You're going to have to leave the house, but I feel like they're there. This is you showing up in a very strong position. So I feel like that you're kind of in a position of power and strength with the High Priestess. It's kind of funny. I don't really like. I don't feel anything off of her. I feel really it's just you kind of like sitting on your throne. With the Strength card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Love it. Definitely a big opportunity coming in for you here. Again, I feel like there's a solid financial opportunity. But it's probably, again, there's a book called The Blue Ocean Strategy, and it's definitely popping into my head here, Pisces, that, like I said with the Chariot thing, that you're leaving a red ocean where there's like a bunch of competition, and I feel like maybe you're not like completely leaving something behind, right? But maybe you're just doing things in such a different way that you're creating your own blue ocean, where there's like no competition. And like I said, you're setting a new standard here. With the Death card, you have the Sun. Are you kidding me? Again, I'm telling you right now. I mean, honestly, I think that really it could be a Scorpio with a Leo in their chart, or a Leo with Scorpio in their chart. Take how it resonates. But I don't know. This person will make you very happy. This person puts in equal work. I feel this is very different than anything you've been with in the past, Pisces. Very different. With the High Priestess, you have the Hermit. Yeah, again, you're going to have to get out of hermit mode. This person isn't going to magically appear in your life. You're going to have to put yourself out there in some way. I also feel you need to stop selling yourself short. Again, I think I said this to you in your mid-monthly reading as well. The Hermit, he has the star inside his lantern here, and that could be like some advice or something that you have to share with the world. Maybe you put it on YouTube or something like that, but maybe you don't feel like it's important. Again, that's why he has it in this lantern, and he's not shining. That is the star, and he's not shining it bright into the world. I feel like you need to put something out into the world here, Pisces, and let it shine bright, because it's going to be very important. It could be a project, a business. It could be pretty much anything that you're working on. So, I feel like you need to present things to the world. And even at the end, within the area of advice from your future self, you have this October card and this Victory card, this V for Victory card. I feel like it's literally your future self saying, if you do this, if you reveal something to the world, you're going to look back at this time and see it as a freaking victory. So something definitely needs to be revealed. And I feel it's going to be something that leads to a lot of success with this V for Victory card. And it's going to be like this month. For a lot of you, it has to do with the work that you're doing. And the reason I say this is you have the Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, but you also have the Two of Pentacles. Sorry, I went to the wrong camera. So Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles to me is a card of doing the work. It's like a card of hard work. And it's also a card of work hard, play hard. But I kind of feel your future self is saying, like, you're being rewarded for the hard work that you have done. You're being rewarded for the energy you've put into something. And as far as love is concerned as well, I feel like this person, I don't think they put you on a pedestal. I just feel like they're not afraid of you, like, shining, is kind of what I get here. Kind of a weird message, I'm not going to lie. You could be attracting a person who is coming in, like, more in a support role. Maybe they want to support you or support you in your success. I don't know. I feel like this person sees something in you. Maybe no one else has ever seen it, and I feel they want to nurture it. It's not like they tried to compete with you or, get in your way or anything like that. I feel like they see something special about you, and they want to support you with that energy. They find you very attractive as well with the Queen of Wands. So definitely a lot of attraction in this reading. I feel like it could be very surprising. Again, in the Tower as well, Scorpio, by the way. So wouldn't really surprise me, Pisces. And again, you've had a Scorpio showing up like a little bit here and there. Could also, could be any sign, could be any water sign, but I feel like there's a lot of attraction. I feel like your future self wants you to be bold and assertive. Like if you've been having thoughts, like I have very weird thoughts popping into my head right now, Pisces, like, oh, I'm going to stop watching TV, or I'm going to stop playing video games, and I'm going to focus on my business, or I'm going to stop doing this. Like, if you have those thoughts, I feel like this is your future self saying, yes, stop, because you will be very happy that you did. But I just feel that's for those of you that have been having those thoughts about, like, cutting something negative out, or, I'm not saying movies and stuff like that are negative, but maybe you just want to, I kind of feel if that message is for you, what I'm trying to say is that you have the desire to do that because you want to focus on something, but maybe you've been hesitating, and I feel like this is saying it's worth it. You have the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor, definitely true love coming in for you, for those of you that want it. I feel like this is someone who sweeps you off your feet, someone who you really love, someone who you are really attracted to, And yeah, just looks good to me, Pisces. So something very different, especially if you went through something difficult in love with the Tower. And it wouldn't surprise me, for some of you, it wouldn't surprise me if you're already communicating with this person. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. I feel like this is what you're fearing, is lying, cheating, stealing. Maybe you dealt with lying, cheating, stealing in the past with this energy. So, you know, I feel he's stealing these swords so they can't be used against him by this army in the background here the next day in battle. And it's almost like you could, like, I would be careful of that behavior of, you know, sometimes I think we enter into relationships and there might be certain things that we do to try to, like, prevent the relationship from ending. I don't really have a good example for you, Pisces. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to, like, rack my brain about this. But what's popping into my head is, like, if there are certain things that you find yourself doing, like maybe people pleasing, or maybe you always say yes to the person or whatever. It's like if you have, again, I don't really have any good examples today, but if you have any of those behaviors, which we all do, right? Not calling you out here, then I would say, like, try not to do that with this person, because I feel like, you know, it might push them away, especially if it's a new person. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. A lot of success coming in for you. Again, don't be afraid to leave the city, you know, is what I feel like this reading is saying. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands. There you go. Don't be afraid to leave the city. Go on the adventure. You're going to be happy that you did. So I feel there's a lot of success coming in for you here. I also feel you could be kind of avoiding inconsistent people in your life. Like, look at this. You know, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Death card, Sun, Two of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. I feel for some of you, you're really focused on the Justice card, and you're saying, like, who gives to me and stays in my life, and who doesn't? And I feel like you're being very certain of yourself there. So let's see. I'm going to pull 5 main themes for you as well, Pisces. So let's see here. For your 5 main themes, you have this ink pot card. It says problems resolved. Again, I feel like you could be overcoming or healing from a Tower moment in general. And again, I don't know. Would I say that you're rebuilding this tower? No. I feel like you're building a tower somewhere else. Again, we always rebuild the tower stronger and better. We always build it back better. But, you know, for you, it's almost as if this reading is saying, you know, just looking around here, that you could be taking your tower somewhere else. And, you know, that was like the gist of the reading. Next, you have this funnel. It says period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I feel like this is something that you're overcoming. You've been through this period of frustration, because clearly there are victories coming in for you here. You have this yoke. It says feeling tied down or frustrated. If you're feeling this energy, I feel like it's because you're not expressing, you know, the creative energy that's inside of you. There you go. You have the Queen of Wands twice. I feel like it's saying there's something inside of you that you want to go and do. Maybe it's like do your business in a different way, or maybe it's how you present something. Again, I feel like you're creating your own blue ocean, like I said earlier. But if you're feeling tied down, I feel like that's why, because maybe you're not expressing yourself. Maybe you're playing too many video games, like I said, or watching too much TV. Next, you have the sunrise. It says a creative idea, new venture, a fresh start. And look, there's like a blue ocean right behind under the sun here. So, you know, clearly there's something new entering into your life. I feel like there's multiple new things. It's not just like one thing that's entering into your life. A lot of success. Next, you have the hills card. It says obstacles to overcome. Yeah, don't let any little bumps get you down, is what I would say here. Anytime you start something new, there's going to be like new things that you have to learn. There's going to be like different ways that you're going to have to learn how to do things and all that other stuff. I feel like this is just saying keep going. Really good reading. I like where this is going, Pisces. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.